It gives me hope that those people that are survivors who are living with HIV or living with AIDS feel proud, feel dignified, and feel safe if they do. When they can feel safe to even name that, then it feels to me like we've gone at least an inch, but we have a lot more to go.
We know that belief changes behavior. And so what you have to do is to get people to understand why it's important for them to get tested, for them to stay on treatment. Yeah? And I believe that that is really what gives me hope.
It ends with a cure, and I think one of the things I find it important to talk about is that the dominant visual we have right now for combating the epidemic is the HIV treatment cascade. That's a cascade that begins with the number of people who are HIV infected and ends with folks that are in treatment and have a suppressed viral load so it can't be detected. I am one of those people, and I can tell you that my dreams for this epidemic is not to spend a life on medications, it's to have a good quality of life and eventually be cured.
Is to make sure that we focus and pay our attention to young people, particularly young girls and young women between the age of 14 and 35 years, to ensure that there are no new infection. We actually move to zero new infection. That's a goal that we have to achieve.
I'm not so sure we should put an end date on it, because then does that presume we don't have work to do around the cultural cultural norms or even the politics around what it still means to live with HIV and AIDS.
But for us to really be able to see an end of HIV/AIDS, we've got to be very honest with ourselves about why it's still allowed to continue. We've got to be honest about racism. We've got to be honest about socioeconomic divides. We've got to be honest about where the challenges still lie, and we've got to be willing to talk about hard subjects.
This new generation, those 18, 30, 35, because they want something so badly. They are different, and they understand that the world is suffering. They understand that the world is collapsing, and they don't want to stay put. They want to do, and they want to be in the action.
HIV ends with love. It does not end with stigma. It ends with going places that may not make you comfortable. It means you have to go beyond your comfort zone and do things that don't necessarily feel right now. But HIV is always a beat ahead, and our social standards, our social norms need to be pushed beyond to really make changes in the communities that have not been given the love that they need. And so my answer is that AIDS ends with love.